Hello guys, Ramiax back with another video, and today's what if is what if Haku never died. This is also going to be a one-shot series, as I don't plan on continuing this after this part. And please like, share, comment, subscribe, and check out my Discord server down below, as my goal is to get 1K before March. And now, let's get into the what if. As Haku was telling Naruto to kill her, Naruto clenches his fist, as his head then fell down, looking at the ground. As he then said, Haku, would you like to come back to the leaf with me, Kakashi-sensei, Sasuke, and Sakura? As Haku will have to accept this wager to survive. Seeing Zabuza die, as Zabuza urged her not to come, as Haku would then hold Zabuza's hand, as he told him to become a great ninja by Naruto's side, as he doesn't get up, slaughtering Gado's men. This time Haku does, eliminating them, leaving bloodshed in his wake for Master Zabuza, as he claimed. Cleaning off his senbon in the nearby lake, as they all then went back to the village with Haku debriefing the third Hokage on what happened. And also about him being told by Naruto that he could stay in the village. As Hiruzen then said, sure, but can I test something? As Haku then said, sure. As Naruto then went outside with them, as Naruto was then asked by Hiruzen to create some shadow clones. Here, there's 100! Multi-shadow clone jutsu! As Naruto then sat down, as he had made a decent amount of clones, and was just a tiny bit tired after a long mission, and a hard one at that. As he made him create some more shadow clones, as he then said, Haku, right? Yeah, that's my name. Can you fight these clones if you're full speed, strength, and skill? As Haku asked, why? As Hiruzen then said, this will show me your skill as a ninja, disappearing as Haku then disappeared holding a kunai in front of Hiruzen's chest, shocking him, as he had basically gotten blitzed, and he hadn't even seen him. As Haku then said, just kidding, and tell me if this is good enough. Moving around each corner of Naruto's clones, as he then said, now, Ice Senbon, popping 3 of Naruto's shadow clones. As Naruto then said, I've never seen that one. But watch this, Haku. I'll show you what my clones can do, creating 100 more, all of which threw kunai with paper bombs, watching what Haku would do and the diversity of his Kekkei Genkai. As Haku then said, now, doing the hand seals for magnificent rock dome of nothingness jutsu. As the shield broke, but Haku was left without but a scratch. As Naruto then said, how? Whatever. Again! As this time Haku weaved through all of the kunai, as Naruto then made his clones all attack him head on, as Haku's superior speed beat them all by extension. As Naruto then said, let's go! Running at Haku, as they then started going blow for blow, but Haku was still way faster than Naruto, even occasionally blitzing him a few times at that. As Naruto then said, let's see how long you can keep this up. As Naruto then pulled a backup punch, running at Haku, as Haku did the same, launching it at Naruto. As Hiruzen then said, that's enough. As Haku and Naruto were a few centimeters from punching each other. As Naruto then said, okay, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. As he then fell down. As Hiruzen then realized the blood leaking out of his back from multiple holes which had been caused by Haku's senbon at the Land of Waves had done some damage. As Naruto then went to the hospital, as well as Haku, but not for his injuries, but because she took on the role of being Naruto's bodyguard. As Naruto is the reason why he's alive in the first place, knowing that he would have died, taking the blow for Zabuza, if Zabuza in Naruto's words hadn't struck her with their words, when she would not be standing on the leaf grounds. Basically, she's implying that she wouldn't be here without Naruto, as she would have died all the way back in the Land of Waves, as his will sparked tremendously. his will of fire. As we will now be skimming over everything very quickly. So in the tuning exams, everything goes the same except for Naruto being a lot faster and skilled than his canon counterpart. As Haku would then be put into the Anbu, where his skills would really pay off. As we will now skip to Sasuke's retrieval arc. So for this, I believe that Haku would aid the others besides Naruto, who he had believed in. But in reality and in secret, Haku would never abandon Naruto. And even if it was something like this, he would still have to be there, just in case. As Haku had been watching the fight from meters away, while regaining some of his energy and chakra. As he then said Naruto be falcon dropped from the final valley, and then pierced through his lungs, with the injury being healed by the Nine Tails. As Haku had enough, jumping down and grabbing Naruto, as Naruto then told Sasuke that he will kill him, but at the same time, he knew that he was just bluffing, as he knew inside of his heart and mind, even if he wanted to kill Sasuke, he was too weak, and he wouldn't mentally either, because Sasuke is a pretty close friend of Haku. As Naruto then said, "Don't interfere," as Haku then said, "Fine, Naruto." As he then put Naruto down walking away, as he then turned his head saying, "Naruto, I believe in you. Don't let me down." As Naruto then said, "I won't." Haku, mark my words. As the result of this fight is different, with Naruto still being beaten, yeah, but Sasuke is lying on the floor right beside Naruto. As Sasuke then tried to get up and leave, as Haku then appeared saying, "Naruto worked very hard to take you down. I won't let you escape and go to Orochimaru, that snake-sawing bastard. That would make all the other sacrifices pointless. Kiba, Shikamaru, everyone, even Neji." "You're lucky, Haku." "What do you mean?" "You're lucky I can't even get up in this state." As they both then fall to the ground, passing out. As Sasuke then stabbed Haku in his stomach, making Haku fall on his knees, coughing up some blood. As Haku then said, "How did I not..." "No. You were under a genjutsu, Haku. When you fell to the ground was when you broke the genjutsu. Didn't you see when you passed out?" "That was a genjutsu?" "Yes, Haku. A short and brief one, though. Just to get me back up on my feet and you on the ground." "Damn it, Naruto, I failed you." "Haku, it's okay. I'm sure Naruto doesn't mind." Seems I overused my curse mark. Damn it. It's been eating away at me, as Yukon and Sakon said. Haku. Yeah. You're Naruto's best friend. At least one of them. I'm certain that you'll stay here with them and train with them as much as you can. But can you do that for me? Yeah. But why? I want a challenge when we finally meet again. Walking away, as he then turned back, throwing 2 kunai at Haku and a paper bomb at the end. At them, which Haku was just able to block with the chakra he had left, with an ice, basically, block. As he then said, "Luckily, he didn't throw another paper bomb." As Sasuke then jumped onto the other side of the valley, looking back as he knew that it would be the last time for a long time that he would see his best friend and a very close friend of his, that being Haku. As Sasuke then arrived at Orochimaru's hideout, passing out in front of it. As we will now skip to Jiraiya and Naruto leaving the village, this time with a fellow friend, Haku, accompanying them, as we now have a time skip. And yeah, so basically in this time skip, Naruto learns how to control 1 through 4 Tail State. This is the time skip to Naruto Shippuden, 4 years to be exact. though he prompts to using three-tailed state instead due to the repercussions of using the form, like skin peeling and the burns and etc. And with the increased speed because of Haku's training with Naruto, pushing Naruto to greater heights, Jiraiya is also less scared to try out the further states of the Nine-Tails chakra with Haku's assistance. And technically another Jonin/Anbu, as they figure out that 5 and 6 tails is too dangerous for Naruto to use, but are not injured by the form, as they were able to suppress it fast enough, with minimal injuries, except for a scar on each of their arms, as he goes out of control in those forms. As in this timeline, I think that Haku replaces Sai, or at least that's what I think would happen, and Deidara is killed by Naruto in three-tailed state, which means Sasuke never fights Deidara and has this epic showdown with them. Sorry, it's like 2 a.m. where I live, so yeah, I put out this video late. Skipping the Team 7 versus Sasuke at Orochimaru's hideout is where this fight is taking place, like in the original. Haku, Naruto, and Sakura will look at Sasuke with a dead stare, as Sakura's stare then wavered, as Sasuke then activated a genjutsu on her, throwing a kunai with ninja wire, as she was then paralyzed, as Sasuke then jumped down, putting both of his hands over Haku and Naruto. Haku, did you do what I asked of you? As Haku then nodded. Good. Punching Naruto in his gut. Naruto then said, cheap shot. Huh? Whatever. Activating his one-tailed state, as Naruto then said, it's over, Sasuke. I'll beat you. Is this all you've been able to gain? This sliver of power? This is the same as before. Did you lie to me, Haku? No, Sasuke, I didn't lie to you. Just watch. As Naruto then jumped back, running at Sasuke as they engaged in hand-to-hand combat, with Sasuke barely trying, as he had just been staring directly in Naruto's eyes, as Naruto then used two tails, slamming Sasuke into a wall, breaking it, as the sudden power burst had surprised Sasuke. As Haku pulled out the short sword that he had carried on his back and started to fight Sasuke with it, slashing each other on par with their swordsman skill, as Sasuke then activated his version 1 curse mark, kicking him into a few rocks. Chidori Senbon, as he then threw it at Haku, as Naruto jumped in front of it, taking them all, as he then said, stay here, Haku. Just watch. You've helped me enough. Just rest up, okay? Yeah, no problem. Sasuke! Yelling out as Naruto then said, fight me. Activating his three-tailed state, being on par with Sasuke in all aspects, and even a bit above, as Sasuke then activated his version 2 curse mark, being above Naruto's strength so much so that Naruto is pushed into his four-tailed state in base, as his skin started to peel off, absolutely demolishing Sasuke, as Sasuke then had to run away and jump onto the plateau, lifting his hand into the air, as he then went to bring it down. No, Sasuke! As Orochimaru and Naruto had grabbed Sasuke's hands, or handa, as Orochimaru brought up that they will be of usefulness to us to defeat the Akatsuki members, as Naruto then bumped fists with Naruto, meeting inside their minds, as they conversed and dipped. Basically, they just used the jutsu that was basically like a burning body flicker. Or teleporting jutsu. And we can now skip to the pain arc. As in this timeline, Haku and Hinata come to save Naruto, as Haku and Hinata are then lifted up into the air and slammed it to the ground, with Almighty Push enraging Naruto even more than in the original, as Haku was there as well. And yeah, so now we will be skipping to the 5 Kage Summit. As this is a one-shot what if that I'm doing some things with less character writing, but still a lot, so subscribe here if you know what I'm saying. as we will now skip to the 5 Kage Summit. As in this timeline, Naruto is also being accompanied by Haku, who's just backing him up, and the war, in my opinion, goes the same, with it being a bit easier, as Haku, I believe, can take out some Zetsu. And yeah, we will now see Haku back up Naruto at the war, even reaching his power in KCM for a brief period. As I think that I can close the series up here. And as always, like, share, comment, check out my Discord server down below, and subscribe, as my goal is to get 1,000 subs before March. And yeah, and for Boruto, if you're wondering, I'm not doing a part 2 for Boruto, because that series is just doo-doo butter. And yeah, so basically, this was a great series to do. I really loved it. And any suggestions down below, one-shots or not, I think I will do them. And yeah, so basically, Haku is just a bodyguard for Naruto in the end, serving as Shikamaru's role. I love you all. Let's try and get to 500 subscribers, 1,000.